guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be kicking this off with a foundation first impressions. Recently I was at Walmart, looking down the makeup aisle like I usually always do, and I came across this new, I don't know how new it is, it's new to me at least, and this is the Covergirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation. The packaging just looks like this. I myself am a huge fan of Covergirl. I have been using their products for years and years and years. One of the first makeup products I ever tried was Covergirl. I am absolutely in love with the Covergirl True Matte Foundation. That one is fantastic, and when I saw this one, I got really excited because it currently is summertime here in Michigan, so I wanted something that I could test in the hot weather. I wanted to see how it would hold up in the sun, in the heat, during activities, and that is what this one is supposed to do. So this one is a 3-in-1, and on the back it says it has the lasting power of primer, the coverage of a concealer, and the blendability of a foundation in one, and this is also shine free. I'm pretty sure this is a matte foundation. It does have SPF 20, which is very interesting. Usually foundations that have a lot of SPF in it can kind of make you look kind of weird in pictures, so I'm very curious to see how this is going to last on the skin. And I am in the shade 820, which is Creamy Natural. It might be a little bit dark on me, but I recently did get some sun, so hopefully it'll match my neck perfectly. We're gonna go and give this a try. I did look this foundation up on Ulta, and it has pretty good reviews. It has 4 out of 5 stars. It is $10.99 at Ulta, and I'm pretty sure it's about the same price at any drugstore as well. Again, as per usual, I have absolutely nothing on my face. You can see we have a few little breakouts happening on my face right here, so we're gonna see how well this covers. Alright, so after I did that, I'm just going to shake up the bottle a little bit, and I'm just gonna put a few dots over my face, blend it out with the Beauty Blender. We'll see how it looks, we'll see how buildable it is. Then I will go and finish the rest of my makeup and then come back throughout the day and give you guys little checkups on how the foundation is holding up, if it's moving, if it's clumping, if it's cakey, if it's starting to sweat off, if it's starting to rub off in certain areas. So we're just gonna do like we always do for all of my other foundation first impressions. Just gonna give a few pumps. Ooh, okay, so right off the bat, it is pretty runny. And typically foundations that have an SPF are a little bit more on the runny side. And it feels nice on the skin so far. So I'm just gonna start out with that, and I'm just gonna start, first I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. Okay, so right off the bat, the color looks like it is going to be a really good match. It feels really lightweight, like it doesn't feel super thick like the True Matte foundation does, so that is a good sign, because typically in hotter weather you don't want to wear like a super thick, heavy foundation. So now I'm just going to go through with my Beauty Blender and just start buffing this into the skin. I'm really liking how the color looks. Sometimes it's very hit or miss. Sometimes I pick a really good color and other times I'm like way off, so it looks like we have a winner with this particular shade, so that's a good sign. So as you can see, it is blending out really flawlessly. There's just something so satisfying about putting foundation on. Like, just look how much better my skin looks right off the bat. Okay, so here is what one layer looks like all blended out onto the skin. I'm just gonna look up close, and it does look very natural. This is definitely, I would not say this is like a high coverage foundation for sure. Like, I think I want to go in and do just a second coat just to see how well it holds up. Just from looking at it, it is a really nice coverage just for like a natural everyday wear. Like if you're someone who just needs something to put on before you go run errands or before you go to the beach or the pool or whatever the case may be, one coat is definitely more than enough. And since it does have SPF in it, you will be protected by the sun's rays, because that is very important. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a second coat of the foundation on, just because I feel like I could probably get away with it. And just for shits and giggles, I will put a little bit of concealer on just to see how it reacts with the foundation, because since this does have like primer, concealer, and foundation in it, like that 3-in-1, I just want to see how an actual concealer is going to like react with the foundation. So I'm just going to put just the tiniest amount on my face. I'm just going to do like 3 more pumps and back in with the Beauty Blender and just start buffing that out, just so I can get a little bit more coverage like on my cheek area, so I can cover up some of that redness that we have. So here's what a second coat of the foundation looks. Again, not too much cakey. I definitely would not put a third coat on top of this, but the good news is it definitely is buildable. I would recommend probably using a beauty blender if you are going to be using a second layer of the foundation, just because the beauty blender will suck up some of that excess product. It looks really good. It feels really nice. It doesn't feel slippery. It doesn't feel... yeah, it doesn't feel sticky. It almost kind of has like a powder feel to it on my face, so that's a really good sign. So far, I think we're off to a really good start. I think the color is also a really good match as well. What do you guys think of it so far? I think it looks pretty bomb. All right, and then just out of curiosity, I am going to take a selfie really quick with the flash on, just so I can see if we get any weird flashback. All right, so there is a little bit of flashback in the flash photography. It's not anything crazy, like it doesn't look bad, and especially once we have like the rest of our makeup done, I don't think it'll look too bad. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I'm just gonna put some underneath my eyes, just so we can kind of brighten everything up and add just a little bit more coverage. I'm just gonna quickly go in and buff this out, just to see if it moves or reacts with the foundation in any sort of like weird funky way. Looking up close, it doesn't look like the concealer really affected the foundation in a negative way. I do notice that you can still kind of see some of my blemishes on the side of my cheek here, so if you're definitely looking for something that's really super full, high coverage, you might want to focus more of the product in the area that you want most, or you can kind of see this little guy poking through still, and just a little bit of blemishes on my cheek. That doesn't bother me too much, just because I'm not going to like any sort of event where I need super full high coverage today, but definitely in the future, if I do want to really build this up and have more of a full coverage, I would add more product in this area. So just for shits and giggles, just to see what happens, I'm gonna take even more foundation, and I'm just going to lightly tap over those blemishes just to see if we can cover them a little bit more. And that looks like it's working pretty well. And my skin looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty flawless. I don't know what you guys are seeing on camera, but just looking at like the monitor and in the mirror in front of me, everything looks pretty good. So I'm very happy with it so far. Now, before I do anything else, I am going to set my face. I'm just gonna use this banana setting powder. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. And I'm just gonna use my wet beauty blender. Just take some on there and then just start setting all over my face with this, just to make sure that the foundation doesn't go anywhere. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish off the rest of my face makeup. But before I do that, I'm going to go in with a couple spritz of setting spray, and I'm going to use the Covergirl Outlast Active Cooling Setting Mist. This I feel like would go really well with this foundation because they're both the Outlast Active, and I don't know, I just feel like this is really gonna... oh, it feels so good. Alright, so I'm just going to give you guys an up-close view now. So here's what my skin looks like. I think it looks really nice. I can't wait to do the rest of my makeup to see how everything else looks on it, but really good. I don't see any issues of too much cakiness. I mean, my skin is very kind of difficult to put foundation on because I don't know, I feel like the older I get, it's harder for me to put foundation on. But as far as like everything goes, this looks really good, really pretty. My skin looks really flawless. It's not caking up anywhere. It's not gathering anywhere. Maybe by like the bottom parts of my nose it looks a little bit funky, but other than that, like, I don't know, I really like the way this looks. So let me know what you guys think. I am going to jump off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. And boom, I am back. So as you can see, I have the rest of my face makeup on, and you guys, I'm not very happy with my skin 99% of the time, but today I am really feeling this foundation. I think my skin looks so freaking good. The rest of my makeup went on my skin absolutely flawlessly. I had absolutely no issues. My eye makeup's a little sloppy today just because I'm kind of in a rush, so just kind of excuse the crazy eyeshadow, but honestly, like, everything looks really, really good. So I've had it on for maybe 30-ish minutes now, so it hasn't really had a chance to kind of like sink into my skin just yet, but so far I have absolutely no complaints. Like, the color is really good, the coverage looks pretty good. I mean, you can still kind of see like texture and bumps just from my acne, but that's just to be expected with any foundation I try. But so far, it looks good, it feels good, it doesn't feel heavy, it feels really lightweight actually. Like, I could probably honestly go to the beach like this, and I know a lot of people don't wear makeup at the beach, but sometimes I do, especially when I know I'm going to be taking some selfies. This would be an excellent foundation for that, or if you're just going to be outside at like a barbecue or an outside wedding or anything like that that has to do with like the hot summer months. This foundation is freaking awesome so far. Now, I don't want to give it too much praise yet because, like I said, I've only had it on for 30 minutes, but now that I look like, you know, a human again, you can tell that I have foundation on, but it's not like, whoa, she has a lot of foundation on. You know what I mean? It looks really good, and the color match is perfect. I haven't noticed too much more of the oxidizing, like it hasn't gotten darker at all. So yeah, I am going to film a few more videos today. I'm gonna let the foundation kind of sink into my skin more. We're gonna see what happens. Does it sink into my pores? Does it gather? Does it look cakey? Will my skin get oily? Because on the back, this foundation does say that it is shine free, so we're really gonna kind of put it to the test. I will be in and out of my house kind of all day in between filming videos, and it is about 80 degrees and sunny here right now. I'm having the pads on my car, my brake pads fixed, so I will be in and out of my house kind of like checking up on that, so I will be able to put this to the test as far as like the heat and stuff like that goes. I need to blend that more. Let me know what you guys think of it so far, and I will see you guys in a couple hours. It is currently 12:51 p.m. I'm kind of getting a late start today, I know. So I'll probably come back at you guys at about maybe 3:30 and give you an update on what it looks like. But I'm really excited. Okay, I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. I am just here to do a quick little check-in. I know this is kind of like unconventional because I'm literally holding my really heavy DSLR camera right now because I have my other camera on the tripod for editing, but I wanted to do a check-in now. So it is currently 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't, like, you guys, I'm not even kidding, I am sweating bullets. I have literally been filming for the last over 3 hours. I've been going in and out outside. I have really hot lights on me right now, and even though I'm sweating, my face looks flawless. Nothing is gathering. I am seeing a little bit of like oxidation happening with the color, but it's not anything super dramatic or anything. So let me move you guys in a little bit closer so you can see. So here's an up close view of my face. Everything still looks really good. Like, I'm really, really happy with this foundation. I love the way it looks. The only thing that I'm seeing now that I'm looking on camera is it looks like it's starting to gather in, like, you know, my smile line region. I don't know if that's because I've been doing a lot of talking or if I didn't set that part of my face very well, but this is my first time using it, so it's a lot of like trial and error. So I'm gonna go on about my day, and I will come back and do another checkup in another few hours. So see you guys later. Hey guys, so I am here to do another check-in on the Covergirl Outlast foundation. It is now currently 5:50 at night, and I just got back inside from changing my brake pads. That was an experience, let me tell you. I definitely learned a lot. So, and it's like still like 80 degrees out outside, so it's really muggy out, and honestly, I really don't have anything else to say. Like, my face still looks the same. You can definitely tell that I've had my makeup on for a while, but as far as like the way it looks, it doesn't look any worse than what it did at 3 o'clock. So I think what I'm gonna do is come back in another couple hours or so and give my final check-in and my final thoughts on this foundation. But up close now, what do you guys think? Do you think it looks good? Let me know. So far, so good. I will see you guys again in another couple hours. Bye. Hey guys, so I am back to do my final check-in on the Covergirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. It is now 8 o'clock at night, and I am finally done for the day. I had a really long day. So just from looking at my face, and I'm sure you guys can tell on camera, there is a little bit of a shine, but for having this foundation on for about 7.5, 8 hours, I think it looks pretty damn good still. Like, I'm really impressed with this foundation. There is a little bit of a shine. There is a little bit of gathering, like more gathering by my smile lines, which, you know, I'm not too surprised at because I was talking a lot today and doing a lot of that. So that is one concern that I notice, is that it is a little bit cakey and gathering in that area. But other than that, like, really, if I were to like go out right now, the only thing that I would really need to do is like a quick little powder touch up, and that's really it. I think this foundation held up really, really well, and you guys can probably see that it doesn't look too bad. I mean, again, you can definitely tell I am wearing foundation, but it doesn't look like, you know, like I said earlier, it doesn't look super extremes. I will definitely be using this for the rest of this week, and if anything changes, I will be sure to put a comment down below, or I will add something in the description box. But other than that, I'm very happy with it. 2 thumbs up for me. This foundation is a definite win. If you guys have not tried this, I highly, highly recommend that you do. It just makes my skin look absolutely beautiful. And I've had my makeup on all day. You can see like my eyeshadow is starting to crease and my eyeliner is starting to run. But my face overall looks pretty well put together. So you guys will have to let me know down below what you think of this foundation. Have you tried it? Did you like it? Did you have good experiences, bad experiences? Let me know down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go down and give me a huge thumbs up. If you are new here to my channel, I just want to welcome you. I do upload every 3 to 4 days here, so make sure you go down and subscribe. But until then, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I am so glad this foundation went well and worked well. Like I said, Covergirl never lets me down. I love them. So I'm really excited. I will see you guys later. Bye!